What's up, guys? Steve here. Just uncovered an issue with the Jeep earlier today. I was curious about why my washer fluid nozzle wasn't really spraying all that well, and it was showing signs like maybe they're dirty. So I get home, open the hood, and I see that it's completely disconnected. So like literally nothing was coming out of one side, and the other side down here was just barely dribbling. So there was no pressure at the end of the line, which meant that one had hardly anything to come out. These are not the OEMs. I ended up replacing these 3 years ago, I believe. The original ones were so old, they were brittle, they cracked, and I had this issue before. So I thought that, well, maybe these just cracked, became brittle. This piece ended up breaking off of the nozzle. So I thought to myself, all right, well, I'm going to take a look to see what the damage is, to find out that it looks like it's just separated. Now, I've already taken this apart and I put it back together so that you guys could see. But it almost looks like this bottom piece is just press fit in there. So I think just a little bit of super glue will probably take care of that. I hope so. But in the meantime, I believe that the nozzle sprayers, because they were built up and they weren't really a great spraying pattern, that might be the reason why this separated, because the pressure just built up and it was too much and it popped out. So I'm going to take both nozzles out and let them sit in a little bit of vinegar overnight, glue them up in the morning. I think that should take care of it. These, they just take a little bit of a wiggle. It's not going to be as easy one-handed, but you just kind of wiggle it out. Just comes right out. This one, they're a little bit more tricky. You can see they're held in by clips. So just get the hose out of the way. This way you have a little bit more room. And then this style, you just press, and then you can see it kind of comes out a little bit. See? This comes out just a little bit. And then back over here. And then it just loosens up. And it comes out. Right, this side came off too. That looks like a spring. A spring is inside of that, and all kinds of broken plastic came out. That's interesting. I didn't see that on the other side. I don't have the slightest idea what was on the inside of this. Alright, you saw that I just used the heat gun to get these dry. For the most part, I believe that they are dry. At least the areas in which I'm going to be working with. This has got some really grimy buildup. You can see that I'm probably just going to end up replacing these because I've been using the Rain-X orange stuff. Whatever's in it ended up drying up, and I think these little jets or the sprayer nozzles just got clogged up. Now I probably could have used a little bit more of a stiff bristle, considering that I'm probably going to replace these anyway, but I'm not too worried about it. Got them all dried up. This has been out in the garage, so I just warmed this up. Gonna try using a little bit of epoxy to get these two together because I don't have super glue. So let's get back into the house and we'll try that. Since these are epoxy, we're gonna let them cure overnight, and we'll check them out in the morning. Alright, so we're out here again. Nothing's changed from overnight. I've got them epoxied and they're pretty much dry, or cured rather. I mean, they feel a little gummy. That's just because they're still curing, but as far as, you know, strength and the whole purpose of my needs, this is perfectly fine. So I'm gonna go get them installed and see if that fixed my issue. Before I get the nozzles installed up here, I want to disconnect this line because this is what feeds the sprayers, obviously. I want to disconnect this line and I want to put all of the washer fluid into a empty jug so that while I'm testing this, I'm not just running this and just spraying washer fluid all over everything, all over the engine. So I'm going to end up filling the reservoir with water, and then I test all the nozzles, make sure that everything looks good, and then I'll refill everything up with washer fluid. My son is playing with a loud shovel, so basically at this point, just going to reinstall in here. So you have to come from the top. Just pull this out so you might be able to see a little better. So I've noticed something. The epoxy right here that I put on is a little bit too thick to fit through the hole. So I'm going to smooth that out. So I'm going to do that off camera real quick. Okay, got them all sanded down. I hope it'll hold. We'll see. It looks like the epoxy may have like chipped like right here. You can kind of see that. So I hope that that chip didn't continue on down through where the seam is. get it through, then you just literally push it until it snaps into place. And then you get the you get the hose onto the nozzle, just press it on. Now to do the same thing on the other side. Alright, so I've got the water into the reservoir just to test to see how these things are going to work. So let's give it a shot. Let's take a look. Alright, so it looks like the bottom one is over on this side. It's got like a shooting a blob out. And then what does this one over here look like? Looks like it's still clogged. Or it's just spraying wildly going up. Well, I'm not super pleased. I have new ones on order. I'll be able to put those new ones in once I get them. But really, this was mostly just a fix to get by so that I can still drive around and wash my windshield when the weather's bad or it's got a lot of salty spray and stuff and I need to wash it. So it'll help out and it will get me by until the new ones come in. So I hope this helps you, and we'll see you in the next
2 days later.
Just got my new washer nozzles. There you go, the Dorman 58112. You had to buy 2 of them, unfortunately. These are the correct model items versus what I bought over there. Same maker, Dorman, but they were a different number and they worked, but these are twice as expensive. So I'm just going to take them out, put them in, and see how they go. Let's try them out. Ooh. Very nice. We're looking good here. Alright guys, so you're getting me in my work from home gear. Eat, sleep, rally. I like rally. And so, well, there you have it. It's dirty as you can see, but I live in New England and it's just the nature of the beast this time of year. But you'll see the sprayers, they work. I'm proud of that. And that right there, that's how you fix it. If you ever have issues, just don't bother trying to clean them. Just replace them. They're cheap enough. I think these were $12 a piece on Amazon. I mean, it's not some Pep Boys piece of that you just hook up and they glow and, you know, put lights and stuff. It's not something you find in the tuner aisle. So it's like real legit OEM replacement. So it's going to be good quality. So yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you replace your nozzles on your car when they start to act up and get a little funky. And that's it. So thanks for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button. I just created an Instagram. It's IamBigStevo DIY. You're gonna see that at the end of the video. So give that a follow for all behind the scenes stuff and some teaser content for any upcoming videos. So be sure to check that out, and we'll see you later.